You ever pull up to your dream home, movers ready, wife beaming, only to have some HOA tyrant in a tacky blazer block your door, saying you can't move in without her blessing? That's the welcome wagon we got our first day in our new house. But let me tell you, when that same woman got cuffed for harassment after trying to tow our moving truck, it was a front porch victory sweeter than summer lemonade. Drop a comment below. Where you watching from? Because this story of a house, a bully, and a beatdown's gonna hit like a gavel on her ego. I'm Nate Collins, 34, a middle school science teacher who, with my wife Sarah, scraped every dime to buy our first home in Fairview, Colorado, a quiet suburb with good schools, low crime, and houses we could just afford. We'd spent months planning, late nights budgeting, dreaming of backyard barbecues, maybe a kid or two someday. The realtor said Fairview's HOA was active, keeping lawns neat, values steady, but left out the part where it was ruled by Linda Hayes, a 50-something ex-HR manager who ran it like her personal fiefdom. Linda had been HOA president for 8 years, turning a neighborhood group into a surveillance state with secret rules, snitch networks, and her own iron grip on standards. We didn't know any of this when our moving truck rolled up on a sunny Saturday, Sarah bouncing with excitement, me grinning like a kid at Christmas. That joy lasted 15 minutes. We're unloading boxes when Linda appears, strutting across her perfect lawn in a garish floral blazer, heels clicking like a countdown, clipboard in hand, papers bulging from folder. She looks like she's auditioning for a villain role, lipstick screaming red, hair sprayed stiff. "Stop right there," she barks, voice sharp enough to cut glass. "You can't move in without my approval." I blink, thinking it's a joke, but she's planted in front of our door, arms crossed, like she's guarding a castle. Sarah squeezes my hand, her smile fading, as neighbors peek from windows, curtains twitching. I step up, trying to keep it friendly. "Hi, I'm Nate. This is Sarah. We closed last week. Must be a mix-up." I offer our deed, fresh from the bank, but Linda waves it away like it's junk mail. "Doesn't matter what papers you have," she snaps, all high and mighty. "Nobody lives here without my vetting. You didn't apply, so pack up and come back when you're approved." The movers, led by a grizzled guy named Joe, freeze, boxes in hand, staring like we've landed in a cult. My heart's pounding, half confused, half furious, but I keep my cool. Sarah, calm, but steely, steps forward. "Ma'am, we own this house. We don't need permission to move in." Linda's face turns beet red, eyeshadow clashing. "How dare you?" she shrieks, loud enough for the street to hear. "I'm HOA president, and I protect this community from riffraff. You'll leave now." She grabs a box from Joe's hands, like she's confiscating contraband. Joe, a guy who's probably seen every kind of crazy, raises an eyebrow. "Lady, they paid me to move this stuff. I'm doing my job." Linda's undeterred, pulling out her phone. "I'm calling the cops. You're trespassing, and this truck's illegal." Neighbors gather, some pretending to weed, others filming, smirking. This isn't new. They've seen her rain before. Something in me snaps. Not anger, but that fed-up clarity when you're done playing nice. I pull out my phone, voice loud, dripping sarcasm. "Great idea, Linda. Let's get the police here." I dial 911, eyes locked on her. "Hi. I need to report harassment and obstruction at my new home. A woman's blocking us from moving in, threatening our movers, and making false trespassing claims." Linda's phone freezes mid-dial, her face draining to ghost white. The crowd buzzes, a kid giggles, and I feel Sarah's hand steady on my back. Dispatch promises officers in 10 minutes, and Linda's scrambling, rifling her folder, muttering about procedures. She glares, voice low, venomous. "You don't know who I am, young man. I have connections. You'll regret this." It's like a bad movie villain, all bluster, no bite, but I'm not scared. I'm pissed, and I know we're right. The cops roll up, 2 officers stepping out. Officer Clara Vega, a veteran with a seen-it-all vibe, and Officer Ryan Holt, younger, notepad ready. Linda bolts to them, voice suddenly sugar-sweet. "Officers, thank goodness. These people are squatting, violating HOA rules. Arrest them." Vega raises a hand, silencing her, and turns to us. "Your side, folks." I hand over our deed, closing papers, IDs, insurance, everything airtight. We own this house, closed last Friday. She's blocking us, threatening our movers. Sarah adds, voice firm. She claims we need her approval to live here. Vega scans our papers, Holt jotting notes, while Linda hovers, clutching her folder like a lifeline. Ma'am, Vega calls to Linda. Show me your legal authority to stop these owners. Linda thrusts her HOA bylaws forward, smug again, pointing to some rule about pre-occupancy vetting. Vega reads, her face unamused, then looks up. These don't give you power to block property access, ma'am. HOAs handle lawns, not ownership. Linda's smugness cracks. But I'm president, she whines. I protect standards. They could be criminals. Vega's voice hardens. Are you refusing to let them in? Linda doubles down, desperate. Someone's got to screen riffraff. Vega sighs, done. Step away, ma'am, or you're under arrest for harassment. Linda stumbles back, still muttering about regulations, as neighbors smirk, phones out. The movers get back to work, Joe's shaking his head, muttering, "Wild this job yet?" I think it's over, Sarah's shoulders relaxing, our couch finally crossing the threshold. Then Linda's back. 20 minutes later, tape measure in hand, camera flashing, scribbling in a citation book. Your truck's illegal, she yells, measuring its curb distance. Over 30 minutes, no permit. I'm having it towed. She's on her phone, calling a tow company, her voice shrill with vindictive glee. I'm stunned. This woman was just told to back off by cops, and she's escalating like a cartoon dictator. Sarah's eyes flash, but I'm already dialing 911 again, heart racing but voice calm. Hi, it's Nate from Fairview. The woman harassing us is back, trying to tow our moving truck illegally, ignoring police orders. Linda's mid-call, gloating, when Vega's cruiser pulls up, alone this time, her face pure exasperation. Ma'am, she says, stepping out, didn't I tell you to leave them alone? Linda, defiant, waves her clipboard. This is about parking violations. Their truck's illegal. Vega checks the truck, curb clear, no signs, no rules broken. She radios dispatch, confirming no restrictions. Ma'am, this is legal parking. You can't tow it. Linda's voice climbs, frantic. HOA rules say. Vega cuts her off sharp. HOA doesn't trump city law. Stop, or you're cuffed. Linda, unhinged, screams, this is my neighborhood. I decide who lives here. I'll get rid of them. The crowd gasps, phones up, as Vega's patience snaps. She pulls cuffs, voice flat. You're under arrest for harassment and obstruction. Hands behind your back. Linda's jaw drops, eyes wide, like she's just seen her crown snatched. You can't arrest me. I'm president, she sputters as cuffs click, Vega reading her rights. Being HOA boss doesn't let you bully owners, ma'am. Linda's led to the cruiser, still whining about standards, her blazer rumpled, lipstick smudged, neighbors cheering. Soft at first, then loud, like a weight's lifted. Joe claps, muttering, hell of a show. Sarah and I stand in our driveway, hands locked, watching the cruiser fade, our boxes piling up inside. Not in the home buying manual, Sarah laughs, voice shaky but warm. I pull her close, feeling the fight drain out, replaced by relief. We're home, and Linda's done. The next weeks are a whirlwind. Linda's charged with harassment, slapped with $3,500 in fines and fees. The HOA hold an emergency vote, kicking her out 92-4, a landslide that feels like the whole street exhaling. The new board, led by a quiet retiree named Ellen, rewrites the bylaws. No more vetting, no secret rules. They apologize to us, to others Karen bullied, like Mrs. Chun, fined for her rose bushes, and Jim, hit for his kid's bike rack. Linda's meltdown at the election's legendary, screaming about property values tanking, railing about conspiracies, dragged out by security, still ranting. Neighbors post clips online, calling her Queen Karen, a cautionary tale gone viral. Fairview's lighter now. Ellen's HOA fixes potholes, not lives. Neighbors wave, bring cookies, share stories of Linda's reign, fines for wrong mulch, threats over holiday lights. We're settled, painting walls, planting a garden, Sarah's laugh echoing through our home. That deed wasn't just paper, it was our shield, proof we could stand our ground. I think of Dad, who taught me to fight fair but fight hard, nodding from somewhere, proud. Linda's gone, maybe licking wounds in some new suburb, but she left us stronger, Fairview freer. But here's where I pause. Could we have dodged the drama? Talked her down, shown papers sooner, avoided cuffs? Maybe. When someone blocks your home, threatens your movers, and rules like a dictator, sometimes you gotta call the cops. Twice. And let justice roll. Another HOA's stirring trouble nearby, and I'm torn. Stay out or help. What do you think? Ever face a bully or fight for your place? Spill in the comments. I'm all ears. If this hit you, smash that like button, share it with someone who'd love the takedown, and subscribe for more tales of standing tall. Because sometimes the new guy on the block's the one who brings the queen down.